Brussels sprouts and cauliflower, onion, fennel and cucumber, plum, pear and papaya, aubergine and saya, lime, lentils and quinoa, oatmeal bread and oatmeal flour, watercress and okra, tofu and sweet pepper.
Haven't we all heard the argument before? It's difficult to be vegan where I live. Well, is it though? For many people, the argument is often to do with the amount of options available, but for some other people, it might actually be cultural as well. Many might argue that the country in the world where it's most difficult to be vegan is Japan. But wait a minute, that can't be right. Well, Japan is a very modernized country. Some will call it Western, so on. The oldest people in the world would be the Okinawans. The only longer living population would be the Adventist vegetarians. Well, you see, the issue in Japan is a very recent one in recent history. It's a modern concept where they put animal products in the weirdest things. Japan has long now been struggling with a labeling law, where if there is very little on one ingredient, they don't have to put it on the label. This is rapidly changing though, and vegan labels are now going to be legally required, but they aren't really there yet. Well, Oda, Johan and I has decided to put it to the test, so we applied for a working holiday visa, and we will live in Japan for a year. So we boarded an airplane and we went over to Qatar, and I must say Qatar Airways got some amazing vegan options on the airplane. Yes, good, plain food. Which is a vast contrast to this little viral photo from Japan Airlines. After some hours, we landed in the most insane airport in the world. And I know that many people say that slavery is a bad thing, but see the things that you can achieve. If we only accepted slavery in other countries, then maybe we could achieve these things ourselves. Yeah, saying it ironically, because many people try to defend consuming animal products for the same reasoning. Well, then it was yet another airplane with some insanely good food, till we landed in Hong Kong, which didn't have that many options, but I got to say the architecture overall on that airport was actually quite good. Lastly, a 4-hour airplane with Hong Kong Airlines, which actually didn't have any vegan food for us, sadly. And we landed in Osaka, picked up our residence card, and got out of the airport. Now we're at the airport hotel. This was insane. The amount of paperwork we had to go through just for like what is needed to get through and out of the airport, of quarantine measures, of absolutely everything. Things has gotten a little bit more technical now. It's not like so old school as it used to be, and that's good, but there was so much, and we managed to find a hotel, and I'm sweat right through, absolutely drenched. We got here in the middle of the night, nothing's open, so yeah, freeze-dried food it is then. Yeah, I brought those for longer hikes and such, but it's what we got. After not having too many hours of sleep, we needed more food, and we didn't see that there was a 24/7 open Lawson just outside the hotel. But we bought a few things, and one of them I'm not 100% sure, but 99% sure it's vegan. So these are rice and salt onigiri. These are like the go-to usually. Then we bought some drinks and some bananas. And these sweet potato chips, they even says that they're veggie. So I'm quite positive. It says so on the ingredients list, but the thing is, in Japan, the big problem is if there is little enough of an ingredient, they don't have to put it on the ingredients list. Now we're 3 hours too early for the hotel, so we're just sitting here enjoying the view. And right on the other side of the road for the big hotel, I saw this sign, and I'm curious. 11th floor. Interesting. Not only did we leave our luggage, but they brought them, and look at this, even night clothing. How does this look like? That looks a little too plain actually, but the rest looks amazing. Absolutely. And oh, the view! Oh, the view! Yeah, we can look at the street from above. The same street we've been looking at all day almost. Heading down street to the city hall. I think this building here is the city hall. I see Wakaima Castle up there. It's Friday, so we have to get this done today. There's no other way, unless we want to stay at a hotel the entire weekend. So that was that done. 20 minutes to wait after we've done all the paperwork. This building is huge, and usually when I do something like this in Norway, what I do is I write a contract online, and then I just go online to a page and register that I move somewhere else. Well, here we wrote an entire form, had to wait, yeah, almost half an hour, that type of thing, and the amount of paperwork we've had to done, like to get the house and everything, has been insane. And now we're heading down the street just to pick up a key. That's how far as we get. And as you see, we're next to the castle. Okay, for some reason my residence card doesn't work. So I was told to show my residence card at the place where we're going to pick up the key. We were at the place, but I got the message before we went inside. Interestingly enough, he told me not to show the residence card due to this very reason. So what do? And like explain as very little as possible. If you don't speak Japanese, it's no problem. So I acted like this complete stupid foreigner. And I even spoke bad English to make it more believable. Shut down store, but it was a very interesting name. Corona Camera Store. Now we found the Shojin Cafe Foy. It's marked as vegetarian. I don't know, I'm gonna have to ask. Finally found this house. They call it a room for some reason. Oh, tiny little toilet. I hardly fit in it. Like, yeah, my head doesn't work here either. But there is, Japanese wise, it's a decent size. Yeah, that's nice. And we got some upstairs area. Really little nice thing. I think, yeah, this is what we will use as our bedroom. We haven't got the futon set to sleep in yet, but we'll get there. And we have this little funny thing. Extra room. There's some other things in it. Ah! There you are. I wonder where you went. Are you fine?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you get like how much of paperwork that I have had to do. It's insane. The gas man came over and just opened up the gas to the house. Paperworks. That's one thing. This is some of the paperwork that we got left now. And we've done a whole lot more paperwork than just this already. Late this evening, and I think we need to go somewhere here to find a futon to sleep in. It's late, we need to get it soon. Finally we got a futon set in the living room. The reason why we don't put it upstairs is because the floor is absolutely disgusting. I think that the flooring got wool in it or something. That's too bad, but not only that, I'm allergic to wool, so it hurts. Could be something else. Anyways, vegan bars that I found. It says plant-based and they are vegan marked. Something that they in Japan are going to do with a lot more products. Salad, some fruits, bananas, some tea, and I found almond milk. A lot of soy milk here got milk powder in it. Yeah, Japan is a place where you can find non-vegan soy milk for some reason.
Now we've done some of the most essential things, but going to convenience stores and buying the very little things that I have that are vegan is not going to sustain us for very long. So we need kitchen equipment. That is priority number one at the moment, because living like this is not going to be doable. It's really not. So here is my solution when I'm going upstairs. Putting these on. Then I can go through the different stuff we have. There's a few things that I can't find, sadly. We soon need to go and buy some kitchen equipment, and that's serious. For survival reasons, we've got a lot of food and kitchen equipment. If anyone sees anything here that tends not to be vegan for some reason, tell us. We know we will make mistakes because things are very complicated in this country, but this is first step of like getting things easier, if you get me. Yeah, finally started to make food. We don't have any rubbish bins yet, so that would be the next step. After that, I don't know. We need bicycles after a while, but I don't know right now. Maybe some other quick kitchen equipment. We don't have any towels or anything, so we're halfway there, I guess. Now that is a good first step. I just took a few things that I bought and I created some kind of soup. Wonder how this is going to taste. Is it too bad? How was it?
Good.
Good. It's not only okay.
No, it's good.
It's good. Okay, yeah. Just a little salt.
No.
Too little.
We buy salt tomorrow.
So this is as far as we've gotten. In the beginning, it was sort of like a high convenience struggle. It's way easier than a survival situation. Like we got whatever we could of rice bowls, nuts, bananas. We even found some bars that we could eat. It's doable. It's not the healthiest thing ever, but you will survive that way. Now we got kitchen equipment and we can make food. What we'll do next, though, it's a little bit tricky. I don't know how to make food for on the go in this country yet. Bread usually contains eggs or butter, so it's a little tricky. But anyways, you'll see that I try to upload as much as possible to see how we make it, and hopefully this can work greatly on as well. We can start exploring and stuff without thinking too much about that we use too much money or that we can't get food whenever we go.